Hey guys, welcome to today's video. As you can see in this video, we are going to be reviewing this and analyzing this entire account. So at the end of the video, you are going to know every single thing that this account used and that this account did in order to achieve these insane results of 912,000 followers and 25 million likes. And all of these videos with insane views, 11 million, 9 million, 5 million. And we are going to steal and take all of their strategies. So I'm going to show you this right here, which is where you can see that I've analyzed this entire account. So we're going to start off at the top here. As you can see, first ignore the green numbers, which are just these things here. So we want to ignore those until the very end of the video. So we're going to zoom in a bit. The account's called Progress Portal Mindset / Quotes. At the time of me creating this, whatever you want to call it, just me analyzing the account, they had 899,000 followers and 24.6 million likes. So the first thing we have to take into consideration when we're analyzing other successful accounts to try and figure out what they've done so that we can then do it as well to achieve similar, if not better results, is we have to look at how long they've been posting for. And as you can see here, just under a year. So a lot of us, we look at these successful accounts and we're like, we really want to achieve it, and maybe you're getting frustrated because you haven't achieved it after 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks of posting, when in reality, it's taken them almost a year to achieve these results. So that's first thing. And as you can see, this post was 2023, 18th of the 4th. Next, how many times do they post a day? So they usually post ×3 a day. When I analyzed and reviewed the account, I found that every 10th day, maybe, not 10th, maybe 5th to 10th day, there was a bit of a switch up. There might have been 4, there might have been 2, but for the majority of it, it was mainly 3 a day. So they usually post 3 times a day. So far, they've been posting 3 times a day for almost a year. Now, the viewer to follower conversion rate, which is dependent obviously on how viral you go, but the main things that determine it, apart from the views that you actually get, is the username, the profile picture, and the content that you're posting. So the username, mindset / quotes, matches the motivational content because they post motivational content, as we can see down here, but not the profile picture. It's arguable. Once again, it is arguable because, as you can see here, this is the profile picture, and I've put here, if it's a portal, then it matches the name. But it's not exactly very clear of what it is, so that's the only negative that I would give that profile picture. But we're not here for the negatives, we're here to take the positives. So it matches the motivational content. Then the good thing about the profile picture is it's simple and it's unique for branding. So it's not too complicated and it's simple, which means it's easy to remember. So branding wise, that's very good. And then we've got the content here. So motivational content, not niched down as there's so many different people in the videos. So for example, if you're looking to go viral today, you want to choose a specific niche, like a specific person like Joe Rogan, David Goggins, etc. But then you see all these accounts that are in the motivational niche and they've just got tons of different creators. And there's so many more motivation accounts that have these tons of creators that just do not get views. And that's because the niche is so broad. But here, in this case, they didn't need to niche down because they started so early. They started in 2023, the 4th month. So They got onto it nice and early. So they started early for so long. They've been posting for so long, an amount of time that most people wouldn't be willing to post for. And there's also a few other factors. And they're also consistently posting in the same niche. So although the niche is quite broad, they're consistently posting in that niche. They're consistently using hashtags within that niche. So they're consistently building up an audience in that niche, even though it's broad. But once again, they were early onto it, so it doesn't matter too much. Now, most importantly, the content. But quickly before we go on to that, I'm just going to say the viewer to follower conversion rate. I'm going to assume this is a portal because I can't imagine it could be anything else. So we're going to say that it does match the username. The username, the profile picture matches, obviously, progress portal. So it's kind of like, it's very good branding, actually, if this is a portal, which I do believe it is. It's also got the name Progress here. He's got mindset quotes. Then the content is all about motivation, mindset quotes, progress, etc. So everything does match fairly well. Could it have been done better? Yes, but at the end of the day, look at how many followers they've got. So they've done a good job, obviously. So the viewer to follower conversion rate is pretty decent. So next we have the content, probably the most important thing. So first we're going to go on to this video and we're going to review it. Obviously, as you can see, I've already reviewed everything about it here. But let's just watch it really quick. Just give it a moment to load. So as you can see, 900k likes.
Love will make you do crazy things. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. You got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. It's like Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
So that's the video. Now we're going to go back to the graph, whatever you want to call it. So in that video, use tons of and only super relevant hashtags. So the hashtags by that video, there was loads, and they were only super relevant. There weren't any hashtags that weren't super relevant. It was a clip of a very famous person, Will Smith. It was an extremely viral topic. It was about love. The sound in the background projects the same emotion as the raw clip. Sad song, Will Smith is crying and talking about an emotional topic. It's super relevant to so many people. He's talking about love, he's talking about a certain situation in love. A lot of people are going to watch that and be like, I've experienced that, or I'm going through that, etc. Then that's going to make them feel special. It's going to make them think that the video is made for them or about them, which is going to make them much more likely to watch. Face tracking helps to keep the viewer engaged. Super strong emotions shown through tone of voice and facial expression. So natural human psychology, when we see strong emotions, we want to know why it's there, why it's being displayed. And then more popular topics introduced further on, which will increase engagement. So Denzel Washington, the devil, etc. And also just to add on to that, that was posted, I believe, at the time of when the actual incident with Will Smith and Chris Rock happened. If you know what that was, Will Smith, I believe, just basically went up and punched Chris Rock in the mouth for mentioning his wife or something like that. I wasn't really too caught up with it, but it was something like that. And so he posted it while it was a very new thing and while it was like trending. So he was essentially on a trend at the time of posting that, which would have probably have driven a lot of engagement and controversy because people would have probably commented like, shut up, we don't like you, stuff like that, then you would have had the people on the other side of the argument, etc. So let's go on to the second video. Just gotta wait for it to load. The internet isn't too sharp today. So 1.5 million likes for this one.
Just cause you ain't had no money, you left. Just cause you ain't had no money, you left him.
Had to.
That ain't right. I don't like that.
If I'm making more money than him, I don't.
You should help him get some more money.
How am I gonna do that though? If I have my own career, I'm doing what I'm doing.
A woman's supposed to be a helpmate.
I feel like a man is supposed to be that for a girl.
A man's supposed to be a leader.
You right.
You're supposed to help him be a better leader.
So I was in the wrong. Now I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy.
Like you looking for a daddy.
I ain't looking for a daddy. I got my own money. I got my own money. I could do what I do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need a guy for money.
But you want one.
I want a man to be stable. If I was to leave him, I want him to
So
be...
he wasn't stable?
He was okay, but I was making more than him.
So he was stable though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So why are you leaving then? You said you just want...
Because he wasn't doing better than me. I need a guy doing better than me. And if he's not doing better than me, then...
I guess I feel like it would have been more real if you'd have helped him get to where you wanted him to be.
Y'all want these guys... I feel like guys...
Alright, so we're going to stop that there because that's got like another minute on it. And these are the things that were covered in that video. So once again, used tons of and only super relevant hashtags. I feel like I'm really short of breath today and I don't know why. Clip of a well-known person. So Estgi, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I didn't know who he was, but apparently he's very well known. So extremely viral topics, relationships. Estgi should have been the well-known person. I shouldn't have put that there. And then extremely viral topics, relationships. Super controversial statement right at the start. Just because he had no money, you left him. Obviously, that's a massive argument and debate within that relationship, man and woman space. And then a lot of guys would relate instantly to woman dating, leaving for money, etc. And then super controversial conversation continues. And I do believe that's the main thing that carried that video, is the fact just of how controversial and popular that debate is within that space. Strong emotions being projected. As we saw, she started to get loud, she started shouting. And then captions in center of the screen and placed right below the mouths. The reason this is good is because as humans, we naturally like to look at someone's mouth when they're speaking. So if you have the caption fairly close to the mouth, then it makes it easier for the viewer to focus on the mouth and the captions at the same time. So that's that one. We're going to go on to this one now. Wait for it to load again. It's taking its time. Big Boogie Music Rappers.
If I love you, I'm in love with you. I don't give a fuck how many times we bump heads. That's real. You make me mad, I'm in love with you. Don't down with me, I need you.
We gonna figure it out.
We gonna make it.
Yeah.
Ain't no figuring it out, cause we got it.
Yeah.
We gonna make it. Just don't down with me.
Got Vikings coming up. Alright, so what was good about that video? Used 6 relevant hashtags. So as we saw before, it used tons of and only super relevant hashtags on the previous 2. On this one, it's the same thing, but they only used 6 this time. I've just worded it a bit different. Extremely viral topic, once again. Super relatable. I believe it's been relatable quite a few times, if I'm not mistaken. Song projects the same vibes and emotions as the raw clip. Super valuable and hard-hitting words. So just in general, the video itself, the information in the video is valuable and hard-hitting. Person speaking is well known. So apparently Big Boogie Music, whatever the hell that is. I've got no clue. But apparently it's a big thing. I'm assuming it's in the rap niche. So strong emotions showed towards the end on the beat drop through facial expression. So you saw the guy with cauliflower ears smile as the beat dropped, and it was like it's kind of like a realization. It was like like when something really hits hard and it's like, wow, that was really good. I'm not sure how to describe that or articulate that in any way, but that's the best way to put it. And it was like the beat drop happened, and his facial expression of him smiling and nodding and all that happened as that feeling hit. So now we've reviewed all of the 3 most viral videos on the account. All of those viral videos had the following in common. So 3 extremely viral videos all got over 5 million views. They all had super relevant hashtags to their videos. They all had extremely viral topics. They all had a well-known person speaking, and they all had strong emotions. How can you use this to achieve similar results? Follow the green numbers in order. So this is when the green numbers come into play. I'll probably find a way to do this neater as I create more videos for you guys, but I'm just playing around with this new app right now, so you'll have to bear with me. So number 1 is the niche or the content that you choose to make. Get onto an extremely popular, well-known niche / content as early as you possibly can. So obviously motivational now, it can work, but it's not going to be as easy. So you want to try and do similar to what this account has done, is it got onto a extremely popular, a rapid growing niche extremely early. So that's step number 1 of what they did, of what you're going to copy. Number 2, post 3 times a day. They posted 3 times a day. You're going to post 3 times a day. And step 3, I believe, yep. So you're finding your perfect niche, popular, get onto it as early as possible, and make sure it's not super saturated. Although saturation is kind of a myth, but that's for another video. You're posting 3 times a day, and you're ensuring that every single video you find and you post has all 4 of these components. Obviously, whatever niche you've chosen, you need to ensure that the content you're finding is within that niche. And also ensure that you're fairly niche down and you're not as broad of a niche like this account was. Unless you're like unbelievably early on into the niche, then you can, but it's better to niche down. And then you're going to ensure that all these components are in the videos that you're posting. So when you're finding your viral clips, if it has every single one of these components in it, it's going to go viral. And then obviously when you're posting the videos, ensure that you use super relevant hashtags. And then just like this account, expect results fairly fast, because you're going to get results fast if you follow everything I've just said. But remember to reach this level of virality. It took them under a year. So don't get, what's the word? Downhearted. I don't think that's the word, but that's going to do for now. Downhearted if you don't achieve this amount of followers within the next 250 days. I was going to say something else before I go. Yes, that was it. So with the hashtags, sorry. When you're posting, you need to ensure that you're constantly posting in the same niche. And because of that, you will be using similar hashtags on every single video. So if you don't find that you're having to put like 2 of the exact same hashtag on every single video, then your niche, or you're probably not posting content in the same niche every single time. So you need to ensure that you're posting content that forces you to have to use like 1 or 2 of the exact same hashtag on every single video, because those 2 are just so relevant to every single video that you post. For example, motivation with this account. Every single video that is posted, whether it's off Will Smith, whoever that guy is, Dwayne Johnson, he's always going to use hashtag motivation, because it's always going to be, it's always going to be a motivational talk, a motivational speech, etc. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this and you want me to continue analyzing viral accounts, if you have any viral accounts that you want me personally to review, if you have any personal accounts that you want me to review, then make sure you let me down below, and I can't wait to review them. And lastly, if you want to learn more and you are deadly serious about learning how to go viral, then make sure you go to the link in my bio and you join Growth Academy. Right now it is getting a massive upgrade. It's going to be unreal, but we are only letting 50 more people in. So ensure that you do get in soon, because as soon as one of these videos gets a decent amount of views, people are going to join like crazy. There's already 50 people inside, and we don't want you to miss your spot. I don't want you to miss your spot inside. So I want you to get in now, so that I can watch you on your journey blow up like fucking crazy. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, check the link in my bio if you want to join Growth Academy.